Jesus is singing. He sings for his sisters and brothers, for the human beings that they persecute. They call themselves Christian nationalists. But how could any movement that is corrupted by bigotry and authoritarianism and lies ever glorify his name? They do not follow his way. They have warped his teachings. They are pretenders, and they mislead those who seek his love and his wisdom into supporting their nefarious anti-Christian goals and agenda. When was Jesus a nationalist? When did he seek to create his own nation? And if he were to, if instead of dying on the cross specifically to warn us against people like them, if he instead founded Jesusutopia, do you really think he would have installed a hierarchy based on wealth and race? Do you truly believe that Jesus loves white people more than other races? Do you truly believe that the creator of the universe decreed that humans with paler skin for their colder climates would be superior for this and gain preference and privilege? God created all of us. Thus, we are all equal. Jesus loves all of us. We earn respect and trust by following his way. This is why it should be deeply upsetting to every true believer of Christ. The systems of inequality and exploitation in this world, including and especially these money hoarders that have bought out media to sell their lies, deceived Christian groups, as well as many honest and good USAmericans, and in this way have stolen the head of authority of our country and now direct us against God, against Jesus, and towards ruination. Anyone who has opened a Bible knows that the Lord despises the rich, for by their greed, fear, and contempt of their fellow human, innocents suffer. Children starve as I speak these words, and they are to argue it's their money to do as they please with? By the backs of working people are their coffers filled. Yet these people must toil and scourge further for bread and shelter, and still pay tithe? Look, see with your eyes. Their way is corrupt. They took too much. The common folk do not have enough tithe to give, and so lives are needlessly lost. But this is all acceptable to them, for in their warped view, all others from them should and must bow and serve them. Others are inferior to them. Only they are worthy. Only they are chosen. Their Confederate agenda model is an affront to Jesus' divine way, and they besmirch the name of Christianity by misrepresenting it through their twisted designs. They have assaulted the dignity of our sisters and brothers. They have stolen their liberty and terrorized their children. They have made a mockery of our law as they operate illegally and either rewrite laws to justify their crimes or just ignore our Constitution altogether. They are in defiance of justice, these villains. And so injustice and corruption now run rampant throughout the land. Any predator can now don a suit and rifle and take anyone away, protected from resistance by threat of federal authority, by an illusion of federal protection, by lies. And all this lawlessness, for what? To impose white nationalism upon us. The many ridiculous lies they've told and how they've vilified immigrants is but a sign. More than 100,000 people are expected to die this year alone from the US aid cuts. They called that life support waste. But it is their greed being fed that is actually wasteful. For their hunger is never satisfied. And they, the pretender Christian nationalists, want us to serve these people? Allow children to starve in the name of Christ? Preposterous! And so, I am calling upon the real, true believers and followers of Jesus Christ, all who have the love and compassion in their hearts which Jesus taught, to turn away from these pretenders who are trying to usurp power for themselves by manipulating you and using his divine name. Who I am does not matter. What matters is the truth. The truth is the truth, no matter who speaks it. And I swear now that to the best of my knowledge, 'tis truth that I speaketh here. Power by elitism and the wars which that leads to, as well as being selective unto whom of God's children receive compassion, justice, and life, are not divine ways. If U.S. America is to be a Christian nation, then it would support Jesus' ideals and foster peace and equality throughout the globe.